Look at these panels detailing the origin of Batman. They establish the foundational rule of superhero mythology. An ordinary, grieving person must don a mask to access extraordinary power. We see it again here with Spider-Man. Peter Parker is the default state, the human identity he returns to every morning. To become a hero, he has to step out of his natural self and into a costume. In these classic myths, the human is the reality. The godlike hero is an artificial persona, a suit worn to navigate a world that Peter Parker or Bruce Wayne alone cannot handle. But Superman breaks this rule. As seen on the cover of Action Comics #1, his strength isn't a mask he puts on, it is his biological, inherent nature. This distinction forms the basis of a theory delivered by the character Bill in Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill Volume 2. Bill argues that Superman's outfit is actually the blanket he was wrapped in as an infant. The blue suit and the red cape are his native clothes, the skin he was born in. Superman's real costume is Clark Kent. The business suit, the tie, and the glasses are the disguise he puts on to blend in with us. To Superman, Clark Kent represents the average human, someone who is weak, unsure of himself, and a coward. The persona is a direct critique of our species. It forces us to ask, are we just walking around in a Clark Kent costume of our own self-imposed limitations? Bill applies this logic to the protagonist, Beatrix Kiddo, stripping away her attempt at a normal suburban life. He claims that her ordinary life was a fake suit, and that underneath it, she has always been a killer. It is a cynical, deterministic view of identity. But is the unmasked self always a monster? Or is there a higher, more balanced psychological state that exists beneath our insecurities? This leads us to the concept of the sovereign self, the psychological alternative to the weakness of Clark Kent. This diagram outlines the 3 virtues required to build that self: love, power, and wisdom. Heroism is a deliberate structure. If these virtues exist in isolation, they fail. Power without a guiding conscience isn't heroic, it's just tyranny or raw force. Similarly, wisdom without the will to act remains sterile intellectualism, while love without the discernment of wisdom remains naive and ineffective. The Superman insignia sits at the exact point where all 3 circles overlap. It suggests that the Übermensch is simply the state where action is guided by insight and rooted in an affection for humanity. True heroism, then, is the constant, difficult work of keeping these 3 internal forces in perfect equilibrium. Taken together, these theories show that the Superman concept is both a warning about our cowardice and a practical map for moving past it. When an individual balances these 3 virtues, they begin to resonate with reality. They stop reacting to the world like a victim and start matching the frequency of their own potential. By integrating power with wisdom, they gain the clarity to see exactly what needs to change in their lives and the strength to actually carry it out. This balance creates a sense of absolute responsibility. If you have the power to act and the wisdom to see the truth, you can no longer hide behind the cowardly excuses of a Clark Kent persona. Our goal isn't to find a magic cape. It's to strip away our self-imposed weaknesses and synthesize our highest virtues to pursue the good, the true, and the beautiful in the middle of our ordinary, everyday lives.